Right everyone, can you see in the distance there? That's the Liver buildings, and I wanted to go to the White Star building. I'm going to be dead honest with you, the traffic is horrendous. Coming in on the 62 was awful because they've got traffic works. So I wish I'd have brought my other camera now, but I hope you can see the Liver buildings there. And when we're coming back, if we drive past them, I'll show you. But this is phenomenal, so we're going to get round anyway. Look at this. Oh, it's fabulous. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. You know what everyone, I've actually just wasted so much time not filming. We'll go back over the bits I've just shown, but there's a sculpture over here that I want to look at. Look at this place. My god. Beautiful. Oh wow. We didn't think we were going to get a grave in, did we? Look at this, everybody. I wonder what he did in life. You know, if you look at his shoes, it's a very old grave, this. I don't know what year he died. Frederick Arthur, Earl of Derby, KG, bought MC, MD, CCX, died MCX, MCMVIII. I'll Google it and find out. I'll have to put it in, everybody. Wow. Let's have a look on the other side of this grave. And actually, interestingly enough, you've got the cathedral there. He must have built it or something, I'm assuming. You've got liver birds. And then fabulous. Look at that, everybody. Let's see what else we can find around here. We've got another grave here, everyone. This is John Charles Ryle, DD, 1st Bishop of Liverpool, 1880 to 1900. He was born 10th of May, 1816, and he died 10th of June, 1900. That's fabulous, isn't it, everyone? Look at that. Here rests in another grave all that could die of a pioneer of orthopaedia. So Robert Jones, Baronet, January 14th, 1933, age 74 years. Now this chair, I think, is where yes, you can't sit in that. That's where the bishop sits when he comes. The date on this chair is 1892, June the 23rd. But this is where the bishop sits. I believe in communion of this. Wow, amazing, everyone. Absolutely bloody amazing. My God, look at that. There's another bishop's marker up there. If you can see it at the top. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. Right, so I think what we're going to do now, everyone, we're going to make our way over to the grave that I've come to. Got some more liver birds here, look. Yeah, so we're gonna go and visit the grave that I want to show you. I'm gonna keep it as a surprise. Let's make our way there. There's all sorts of inscriptions everywhere in the walls. Look at it, everybody. Don't you think it's absolutely fabulous? There's an inscription that I just want to go back to that I already filmed it, but I didn't press the record button. There's actually a mass going on over there. Below this stone rest the ashes of William First Baron Vesti and of Sir Edmund Vesti Baronet and his brother. That's his marker there, but then we've got this one. Oh, here we go, Samuel Vesti. So the Vesti family built basically they built the tower on the top of the cathedral. Look at that, everyone. Right, everyone, so we're at St. Peter's Church. Just going in through the side. Now this church is where Paul McCartney and John Lennon used to spend a lot of time. I think they probably wrote 1 or 2 songs in here, I don't know, but there's a specific grave that I want to show you, which, what's the word? Inspired. John Lennon wrote that song, didn't he?
No, Paul McCartney.
Was it Paul McCartney who wrote it? Oh, right, okay. We've got a war memorial here as well, look, everyone. Right, let's get down here. There's loads of graves here. Oh, this church is amazing as well. Ah, here it is, everybody. Right, we need to get around the side here. So this is the grave of Eleanor Rigby. Now Father Mackenzie is buried around here somewhere as well. But if you know the song, now the real Eleanor Rigby, or the Eleanor Rigby that's in this grave, she died. She was only 40 years old. She didn't have any children. And sorry, she was 44. It said she didn't have any children. She was married to Thomas Woods, but she kept her name. So this is the grave of Eleanor Rigby, which inspired the song Eleanor Rigby. Interesting that she died so young, and you know, sort of in some ways mimicked the song, and they couldn't have possibly known that. Where's Father Mackenzie? And then here we've got a John Mackenzie. Now we're not 100% sure, but obviously it's just literally just around the back of Eleanor's grave. So this person, let's have a look. John Mackenzie died September the 16th, 1915, aged 73. And he had a wife called Martha and daughter Rachel. So we'll find out who John Mackenzie was, and I'll tell you. But there's some fabulous graves in here. Just seen another interesting stone, everybody. I've not seen a gravestone quite like this one ever. See it, the archway, with a simple cross in the middle. Doesn't seem to be any markers to whose grave it is. Maybe there's a slab under there that's all overgrown over time. So yeah, the graveyard where John Lennon and Paul McCartney would spend the time when they were kids, and then later write the song Eleanor Rigby. So there you go. I think just interestingly enough, everyone, we're just going to jump in the car, but there's a magical mystery toy bus here now. So I think they're here it comes. Let's have a look at it. And this will be there's a tour guide on there talking about it. Interesting. Right, let's go. Right, everybody, we're in Crosby. This is Marine Garden, and then just round here you've got the sea. So we're here for a specific reason. We're going to have a look round here to see what's going on. And then I'm going to take you up and show you 2 houses related to Titanic. We'll have a rate round here first and see what's what. And we'll see if we can see them men on the beach. Like you can see the Liverpool docks over there. It's a beautiful day. Isn't it nice, Mum? Yeah. Right, everybody, so we're on Marine Drive and we're here to see 2 houses. Have you seen these old-fashioned lamps that are still using them? It's like a conservation area of sorts, this, but we're here to see 2 houses. Both houses related to Titanic. In fact, we've just walked past the first one. So here we go. This is the house of Captain Smith, who was in charge of Titanic on its maiden voyage when it crashed. So those top windows up there would have been probably, there's actually a plaque on the wall as well, I don't know if you can see that, but it says Captain Edward John Smith lived here 18, I can't actually quite see, but this was his home, and he probably would have had a telescope, I would imagine, and he'd look out to the sea and over to the docks. The other house that we're going to be seeing is the house of Bruce Ismay. So Bruce Ismay was the owner of White Star Lines, which owned Titanic and Olympic, and he went on the maiden voyage, but he was shamed. As you know, not everybody got a place in a boat because there weren't enough boats, but he got a place in the boat while women and children and men drowned, and he lived. I think he was about 70 odd when he died. He ended up becoming a bit of a recluse because the shame of what he'd done sort of stuck with him. I think he was pretty much shunned by boat society. On the back of that, though, you know, he's supposed to have been a very decent human being. He gave a lot to charities, but yeah, he ended up living in a house. I'm trying to think where it was. I think it was on an island somewhere, you know, in the UK, but he had a cottage where he sort of lived out his days, and he was basically, he didn't really have any life after he left Titanic that night. But we're coming up to his house now, and I'll show it you once we get there. This is everyone. We're actually coming up to his maze now. This is Beach Lawn, and I didn't film him because it weren't fair, but there was a fella back there, and he'd opened his bedroom window and he was sat out looking over at sea eating his meal. Got the worst pain in my back you can possibly imagine. And I think it's because I've been sat, well, I'm carrying too much weight, but also I've been sat in the car for so long, and now I've actually got out and moved. I can really feel it. Look at these old gates. Wow. So this is the view of the captain's house from across the road, and he would have had a view right out over there. I wonder who lives there now. They've actually got there at the front Titanic banners. So there you go. We're going to head back to the car now and get back to Barnsley and get this video edited, so I will see you in the next one.